Welcome here to a very special opportunity on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, coming to you from AAC Media Days for the 2023-24 season and representing the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. I have quarterback Braylon Braxton here with me down in Texas. Braylon, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing very well. So I feel like I got to start it off where I ended it with your teammate on the other side of the ball here, Kendarian Ray. I asked your safety who wore number one better because in college, offense and defense can share the same number. So two players can wear the same number. He said he wears one better than you.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
K Ray's a really funny guy. He tells a lot of jokes. I'm pretty sure he was just playing. I'm better. I wear one better, but I got a number love for K Ray. So I'm honored to be sharing the one with him.
And what can you say about that? Like you said, to be able to share a number with someone it's got to be, pretty special when you're both representing that number. So, like you said, for when you shortening his name to K Ray, what is it about K Ray that makes you feel proud to have the same number?
Well, me and K Ray this past offseason, we were both selected team leaders. We have 12 team leaders. Me and K Ray are both one of them. So I feel like that's right there, being selected a team leader by your teammates. I feel like that's the highest honor you can get on a football team. So I feel like that right there just tells it all.
And to have that honor to represent this team, and not just represent the team as a team leader, but to be here representing the team for AAC Media Days. What does that mean to you that you've been entrusted to carry the message for the Golden Hurricane?
I would say it's a huge honor and a blessing to be here. This is my first American Conference Media Day, hopefully not my last. But I would just say it feels good to be up here representing my team and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane fan base and our community. I would say it feels great.
What is it about Tulsa that made you say yes when you were going through your recruitment?
Well, for one, I like the color blue. I feel like I look really good in blue. But
there's so many different blues, though.
Yeah.
So is it royal blue that you feel?
Blue,
okay.
Nothing like it.
Okay.
Like it. But I would just say it's a little different situation right now. Obviously, Coach Wilson's not the person who recruited me to Tulsa, but when I was coming out of high school, I felt like it wasn't too far away from home. My hometown, Frisco, Texas, it's 3 hours. And then also, I kind of liked everything about the campus, kind of like an underdog type of feeling. Tulsa the smallest Division I school in America, so it was just a lot of things that played a part into it. But I would say my main thing was location and just that underdog mindset, really.
Having the smallest school in Division I FBS football, what does that mean to you? Like you said, when you said you like the underdog mentality, when you think about, having that uniqueness of number of students, I mean, there's certain schools that, we're looking at 40,000, 50,000, and so on and so forth. To be a smaller institution and to carry that underdog and to have such a closer knit student body, I guess I would say, when it seems more like when you look at like Division II, Division III, that there's that tighter knit, just what that means to you and why that's special.
It's kind of like, how people say like the football team is a brotherhood. I kind of see it as like our whole campus. It's like a family. Everybody knows everybody. You can't really go too many places and not know people on campus. So I would say the biggest thing is just family, really, when you think about Tulsa.
And you talked about the fact that Kevin Wilson, the head coach, is not the one that recruited you to come in. What made you want to keep your word to Tulsa and play for Coach Wilson, despite the fact that he wasn't the coach that brought you in?
Well, I would say Coach Wilson has a beautiful resume, coming from one of the most winning programs in college football history, getting to coach great talents at my position at Ohio State and at OU and at Indiana. And then him, just the staff that he put together a great offensive and defensive staff. My quarterback coach, Coach Steve Spurrier, he's a great man and a great coach. And I just feel like everything that Coach Wilson told me, he hasn't told me one lie yet. So he's just always stayed true to his word since the very first time I talked to him till today. So I think that's the biggest thing. Coach Wilson's just been the same person since day one, really.
You talk about his resume. but you just spoke about your quarterback coach and just threw that name out there like it was just, simple name there.
Yeah.
Steve Spurrier, that's a name.
Steve Spurrier Jr.
Yeah,
Yes,
Steve, and carrying that family name though, for what his father accomplished, what is it about Steve Spurrier Jr. that you feel like is special and unique unto himself? Because that name is such a well-known name, but how does he wear that name individually? What's so special about having him as your quarterback coach?
Just the knowledge he brings to the game, and then I feel like he's also trying to make a name for himself with the name he already has. Like, just like we got something to prove as players, I feel like he, as a coach, he got something to prove as well. So I feel like that's the thing right there.
We've seen with Tulsa under our then head coach Philip Montgomery, there were so many games that you guys were in and fought hard against some high quality teams from the state of Oklahoma. What can you tell me about the games that you had, especially some of those non-conference games, because they didn't end up being in the win column? Yet, if you really did your due diligence and paid attention to this Tulsa team over the years, there's a lot to be said. And granted, you didn't play in those games, but there was so many games where we're talking about a Tulsa team that's 3 or 4 wins, but easily could have had 8 wins that season. So just what it says about the level of competition at Tulsa and what the Golden Hurricane has done, because you're playing teams inside of the Big 12, and there was some really heated matchups, and they were all on the road as well.
Yeah. Well, we go back to last year when we played against Ole Miss. The year before that, we played against Ohio State, Oklahoma State. We play some great competition here at Tulsa, and then not only our non-conference games, but even in the conference, you got teams like SMU. They're still here, but here of late, Houston, they left. They're gone now. Cincinnati was a great team. They're gone now. UCF, they were a great team. They're gone now. But we also added some great talent. North Texas is going to bring some great competition. Charlotte's going to bring great competition. Rice. I just feel like the American Conference has a lot of great talent that goes a little bit unrecognized sometimes. But there's great players all over this conference. So,
and I mean, the conference is bigger than it's ever been. And when we look at the football side, the most members that they've ever had with 14, you seeing the 3 schools that you mentioned, Houston, Cincinnati, and UCF leaving, but bringing in UNC Charlotte, Rice, UTSA, UAB, North Texas, and FAU. What does that do for the portfolio of American athletic football?
When you say portfolio,
yeah, like just the resume, like what type of talent and just strength of the conference do you think you'll have? Because you're losing 3 really strong teams, but do you think the 6 coming in could create a really nice new era for the American?
Yeah, most definitely. UTSA is going to come in. They're going to make a splash right away. I haven't really just done too much research about everyone that's coming in, but off the top of my head, UTSA, North Texas, those are great programs, especially coming from Texas. Everyone knows Texas plays great football. So,
you said you're from Frisco.
Yeah.
Best place to eat
in Frisco or just
in Frisco?
In Frisco, I would have to say Hutchins Barbecue.
What is it about their barbecue that's so special? What do they do?
Oh man, if you just show up, you're gonna see the line's gonna be wrapped around the building. They just do everything good there. They do everything the right way. They make it right in front of you. They slow roast it on the grill, 18 hours. So it's really good food. You should give it a try.
What is your favorite thing to get there?
I like to go the chicken, the grilled chicken with the glazed barbecue sauce. It's great.
I was going to ask you what your go-to. I'm a big barbecue sauce connoisseur. So glazed barbecue sauce that they do?
Yeah.
All right.
I get it from the bar though.
Do you like a more sweet or more tangy, smoky? What type of barbecue do you like?
I like the sweet barbecue.
Sweet barbecue. That's where I'm at. That's a good choice. I gotta give you that on that. Yeah. So before we play rapid fire here, what should the world know about the Tulsa Golden Hurricane going into this season?
We're coming to make a statement. We're not just here to be here anymore. We're coming to make a big splash, do big things. So
your way of describing your quarterback play, how would you, to someone who's never seen you on the field before, how would you break down who you are as a quarterback?
I would say I'm a a leader on and off the field who distributes the ball to his playmakers. And if you take away the playmakers, I'll become a playmaker myself. That's how I would describe it.
I like that. If you take away the playmakers, I'll become a playmaker myself. All right, we're going to play rapid fire. You saw your teammate K-Ray do it. 3 questions apiece. You get to ask me the first one.
Okay. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Oh, I've been getting asked this one a lot. So I love Liar Liar with Jim Carrey. It's a comedy.
Yeah.
So outside of that, I'd probably say if I had to pick one within the last couple of years, it would be Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Good.
Because I was a huge fan of well, I'll always be a fan of Chadwick Boseman. But Angela Bassett made me, I don't cry a lot in movies. She got me to cry in that movie. And so I would say Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Guardians Volume 3 was pretty good too. And I got to pick another movie. I want to pick a serious one. What other one did I like? The new Transformers wasn't too
I
bad.
haven't seen it yet.
It was pretty good because they kind of like fell off a little bit. The last couple were all right, but this one was pretty good. I would say Sound of Freedom too, which is about a lot of things, unfortunate things going on in the world and people trying to protect the innocent. So I thought that was good. All right, my first question for you, Braylon. What's your favorite nickname that someone's given you?
B1. That's my favorite one.
Okay, who gave it to you?
My roommate, Bill.
Okay.
Yeah. He plays running back.
But so why did he tell you why he said B1?
Well,
I mean, obviously it's a number you wear, but why he chose it?
Right. So my roommate's name is Bill. I'm Braylon. We have another person on our team named Brashar. We had a BJ. There was just so many B names, and everyone was trying to go by B. And one day Bill was just like B1, and they kind of stuck from there.
So it's kind of like, did you see Spider-Man No Way Home?
Yeah.
So you're like Peter 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're B1. I like it. All right. What's your second one for me?
What's your favorite Super Bowl you've watched?
Oh wow. Favorite one I watched. Well, there is a unique one that I'll mention. I don't know if I have a favorite, but the new coach for UAB, Trent Dilfer, I watched when he played quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens in Super Bowl 35, which was against the New York Giants. I had a temperature of like 102, 104, something like that. I felt awful. I stayed up and watched his entire Super Bowl, believed that they could win it. And the moment that it ended, I finally went back to sleep.
Yeah.
So
did they win?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
So I was happy to watch that one, and I'm excited to talk with them about it. But I would say, besides that, man, I like the Dirty Bird. I like when the Falcons played and Jamal Anderson did the Dirty Bird.
Yeah.
I like that dance. So yeah, I mean, I'd probably say that one, and anything that Kurt Warner was in, because Kurt Warner's a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a favorite Super Bowl?
I'm a young guy, but I would say my favorite one is when I don't know the number, but when the lights went off when the 49ers and Ravens played.
Oh yeah. When when the lights shut off on Beyonce.
Yeah, Ray Lewis is and Ed Reed, their little last hurrah. That's my favorite.
That was when Colin Kaepernick got figured out.
Yeah.
What's your last one?
For you, my last question for you is your favorite shoe.
Oh. Well, I don't know if is it the Hyperdunk that I have. I don't know. I bought this. I buy Nike a lot, and I buy it on color. I need to have like crazy color schemes or whatever. So I bought this one pair of sneaker, and I bought 3 pairs of the same sneaker, different color, because I like the sneaker so much.
Yeah.
So I have one that's like kind of your blue with green and orange and like yellow, and then I have a purple, orange, and yellow and black. And then I have all black, which I call the Venoms.
Yeah.
So that's probably my favorite. They might be Hyperdunks. I never buy it based on like the player, unless it's Damon Stoudemire when I was growing up, my favorite Raptor. But I just buy it for the color. Like I'll say I need a red and yellow. And then I just go look for the best red and yellow I can find.
That's smart.
All right. My last one for you, Braylon. If you had to walk around with a giant sign that blinked over your head, what would it say and why?
I don't know. I would probably some kind of joke for something funny.
Something funny?
Yeah, something funny. It wouldn't be nothing serious.
Do you
I'm
have a
trying to
favorite
think.
comedian?
Favorite comedian? Give me Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
He's hilarious.
I love what he said when he made the note that it's probably my favorite stand-up that he's ever done. He said he's talking about people hating people, and he's like, "Why are you mad at having haters?" He's like, "If you have this many, you need to fight to get more.
Yeah.
You need to get." And he's like, "If anybody's here who doesn't have anybody to hate on, feel free to hate on me."
Yeah.
So I'll never forget that he said that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Braylon Braxton of the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, quarterback for the team, and the number one that he wants you to remember here with K-Ray.
Yeah.
And you didn't say who was the best one.
Oh, I definitely said me.
Okay, you're gonna say yourself. All right. So with that being said, we look forward to seeing you this season. I
Yes,
definitely
sir.
appreciate your
I
time.
appreciate you.
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much.